we have the logo on these wonderful stickers that I see many of you are sporting. We have more if you want to take some with you. Who has them for my staff?
Right here.
Oh, Lane has them. But thank you, Elizabeth, because this has been an amazing partnership with the council, and it's been really exciting to see government and a nonprofit sort of working in a space that's kind of different and unique. Now that you know what shall be denied, what the brand is, and what its core values are, I want you to do a number of things. One is I want to go over the programs in my office as well, and to echo what Elizabeth says. If you, because I know everybody's going to go to the website and look and see like, but this event isn't on there. Well, contact Sharon at the Rhode Island Council of the Humanities so that we can make sure that we have as much in there, because all of that will be archived. And 100 years from now, people will be able to see what was happening in Rhode Island to commemorate. So to go over now the programs and events that we'll be rolling out at the Department of State this year, we want to basically drive conversations around civic literacy and engagement. This is particularly meaningful because it is an election year, a presidential election year. And so there will be a lot of attention already. And it was very important to have our programming reflect the core values that Elizabeth spoke about: inclusivity, diversity, and empowerment, and why those values still resonate today. And interestingly enough, as an adopted Rhode Islander, there are values that I think are uniquely Rhode Island in a way that other communities from the same time period didn't have. So increasing civic engagement is one of my key missions, as many of you know, as Secretary of State, especially among young Rhode Islanders. That means not just getting them to the polls, but also providing them access to our incredibly rich and diverse history, that they know that they're a part of something bigger than just themselves. And so one great way that we've done this is by finding new and creative ways to share primary source documents from the Rhode Island State Archives. These records from our past have the power to inspire and educate us going forward. Some of those materials are actually here in the room today, and Steve is blocking them, but transparency in the moment. So what you can see here are ratification legislation from 1920, letters talking about the passage of the 19th Amendment, and even correspondence referring to this greatest victory for Little Rhodey. So please come and take a look at the case in our state library here. We'll also be displaying some of the treasures from the archives in the state library throughout the year. So this is the display now, but as many of you come back for hearings and to have your voices heard, kind of you can see what might be in the case as the session goes forward. Now, as part of the Shall Not Be Denied brand, we're also going to be doing a Traveling Treasures program, which will be offered to libraries across the state. And it's going to be a great way to get suffrage resources into the communities all over Rhode Island where people can see them firsthand. Also here at the Statehouse, we'll be utilizing this great space that my team has redeveloped in the first, what we're now calling the lower level, which is the level past the one that you come in. It's our new gallery space. And the goal there was to turn an underutilized part of this building into a civic gathering area and get new people into the Statehouse. And so throughout the year, we will be using that new gallery space for exhibitions related to the 19th Amendment. And I encourage also all of you to check it out. But one of the things I'm most excited about in the suite of programs that the team has developed is that which we have available for educators. And we'll be offering this throughout 2020 and beyond. And so we're going to have some incredible resources on our website with timelines of the suffrage movement, like the ones that you see here, a digital catalog from the state archives, and great contests from across, great contests for students across several grade levels to get them engaged. So to tell you more about these education resources, I'd like to welcome Lean Sparkman, who is our Associate Director of Education and Public Programs, Lean.